Do you believe it? In a dream, a giant angel is suspended above New York Harbor, waving a shining sword, prepared to launch an attack on the free muse. Does this mean the future of America? Facing a devastating trial. Tsunamis and earthquakes in dreams. What are you warning us about? So what's going on here? In today's society, people often feel uneasy and confused about the future, especially in the face of increasingly severe challenges. Environmental issues. American pastor Brandon's prophecy has caused widespread general attention. He was on a live stream. She recounts a shocking experience. Shaking dream. It brought a deep wake-up call to the audience. This dream is not just a personal fantasy. It is seen as a revelation from God. It suggests beauty, the major crisis facing the country and the world. Brandon is a well-respected religious leader. His beliefs and teachings deeply influence many people. In this dream, Brandon not only sees supernatural visions. I feel a strong sense of mission. His identity and background serve as a follow-up story. Laid the foundation, makes it all seem more real and urgent. In modern society, dreams like this are often thought-provoking. It challenges our sense of morality, responsibility, and understanding of the future. In Brandon's dream, he saw a huge angel emerging above New York Harbor. This angel is wearing shining golden armor, emitting a shocking light, almost obscured the entire night sky. Brandon describes the image of this angel like heroes in ancient myths, both solemn and majestic. His face was grim. There was a power in the eyes that cannot be ignored. Brandon felt deep awe and fear. As the dream develops, Brandon realized that this angel did not come to bless humanity. It came with a stern warning. The angel holds up a huge sword. The sword shone with dazzling light and fire, as if ready for a ruthless trial. When the angel reaches out from the direction of the free muse, Brandon felt a sense of the oppression of the heavenly calamity, as if the whole port was shaking. The voice of the angel is like thunder, deafening. He issued a warning to the United States in a forceful tone. I treated you well, love you more than any other country. However, you chose arrogance and ignorance. These words, it's not just about American decadence and moral corruption. Led Brandon, I felt a strong sense of responsibility. He realized it wasn't just a dream. It's a warning of the future. As the dream progresses, Brandon saw an even more terrifying scene. When the great sword of an angel, when he slashed at the free muse. Loud explosion. Blinding light. Almost made it impossible for him to look directly. Free muse like in Giant Sword's badge. Cut down and fall down. Symbolizes the collapse of the American ideal and the destruction of the national spirit. This moment Brandon felt an unprecedented sense of despair. As if this were the final judgment of America. The angel continues to wield the great sword. Every chop is accompanied by a burst of flames and deafening explosions. The muse of liberty. More than just physical destruction, it symbolizes the collapse of national self-confidence and morality. What Brandon saw was eerie. Every time the great sword falls, it's like announcing the destruction of the future. Then the dream picture changed. A tremendous natural disaster. Brandon witnessed the whole of America. The southeast was engulfed by the waves. The sea is surging. Instantly flooded the city. The entire California coast was ripped apart in the earthquake. Cracked like a salty cookie. All the prosperity was wiped out in an instant. Brandon felt a wave of panic. He realized the message conveyed by the dream. It's not just a warning of the future. It is a profound reflection on the current situation in the United States. This disaster is not only limited to the impact of earthquakes and tsunamis. Brandon and I saw a much grander picture. Big cities are silent in the rough waters. The waves are coming inland. Swept everything. He was overwhelmed with powerlessness. As if I couldn't escape it all. The images of it all are strong and real. Brandon couldn't help but dream. I feel sorry for those innocent people. In the next episode, we also talked about Brandon, the giant asteroid in the dream. How will he cause nothing? Avoidable devastating tsunami. And the impact of this disaster on the United States and global impact. In addition, we will explore how to reverse. Think about our behavior and values to avoid this tragedy. Be sure to take a look and click on my avatar to enter the homepage. There are more beautiful videos. See you in the next episode. Do you believe it? A giant angel. In a dream, he issued a warning of judgment to the United States. The Muse of Liberty is like being hacked to pieces by a giant ship. Symbolizes the decline and collapse of the state. Will such a scene really play out in the future? So what's going on here? Please like, follow, and support. The story begins right away. In the last episode we mentioned, American pastor Brandon, I saw a huge angel in my dream. Raised the shining sword, threatening the free muse. Symbolizes a warning against America's depravity. As the dream unfolds, Brandon witnessed the city by the sea, screaming and sinking scenes in earthquakes, foreshadows an impending disaster. All of this made him feel a deep sense of fear and responsibility. I haven't seen my superior's friend yet. Click on my avatar to enter the homepage and you can find it. The second half of the dream brings even more terrifying language. Palandon saw one appear in the sky. Giant asteroid is approaching the Earth at an alarming rate. He describes, the asteroid's shockwave was like a loud bang. Shook the world. The heart of Palandon was filled with despair, because he knows this disaster will be inevitable. As the asteroid hits, Brandon sees there was a huge explosion happened off the coast of Puerto Rico. Instantly engulfs the surrounding environment. In the picture he painted, the waves were over a few hundred feet high, rapidly swept across, including Puerto Rico, all Caribbean islands, including the Bahamas, even spread to Florida. The speed of this tsunami, there was no time to escape. Many will face inevitable destruction. Brandon, we also saw the impact of the tsunami further afield, including Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, and regions as far away as Africa and Europe. Scenes like this are creepy. Seems to foreshadow the entire Atlantic region will face a unprecedented disaster, whether it's the destruction of cities or the suffering of humanity. The image that Brandon depicted in his dream, it's deeply disturbing. Although Brandon's dreams are filled with terror and anxiety, but he also brought profound reflection. He emphasizes, these words are not just warnings about the future. It is a critique of current behavior. People need to take a hard look, own lifestyle and values, rethinking our role in society. In this era of rapid change, facing environmental degradation and social unrest, each of us should take responsibility. Brandon's dream reminds us, arrogance and greed will ultimately lead to self-destruction. We can't stay out of it. It's about being part of the change. Facing life with humility. This kind of reflection is not limited to individuals. It also extends to the social level. Brandon's dream is like a mirror. Reflects the various problems in American society. And so we have to face up to this moral collapse. Distortion of values. These are all necessary in today's society. Formal challenge. Through the analysis of Brandon's dreams, we can see that the future is not predetermined. It can be changed through our efforts. At the end of the story, Brandon summed up his dream. Call on people to take these languages seriously. He emphasizes, these horrific scenes are not just fiction. It's a reminder to all of us. He hoped that the audience would actively participate in the discussion, share your opinions and feelings, to inspire more people to think about the future. Through this passage, Brandon wants to convey an important message. Facing the uncertainty of the future, we can't be passive, but to be brave. Everyone can be an agent of change, as long as we are willing to reflect on our actions. Strive for more high ethical standards and social responsibility. This text passes through Brandon's dream, raises questions about morality, deep thoughts on responsibility and the future, vivid and detailed description and emotional language. Make these scenes real. Be content with urgency, whether it is the judgment of angels or an asteroid impact, are warning us. The future is in our hands. Only through reflection and change, to be able to serve themselves and future generations will create a better tomorrow.